So, a very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, we have been having a quite long discussion. I think I would like to thank Divya, ma'am, so that because of her we have ma'am over here. Thank you, Divya, ma'am. So, I think there were too many questions which we came up, and we had a discussion on what topics to be taken, what topics to be eliminated. Number of topics we discussed, and we shortlisted few. So out of those topics, I would like to ask few questions, maybe one or two, and maybe the rest questions might be coming from there. I hope so. So yes, ma'am. Can we start?
They will have to. I'm not gonna leave them.
Are you all ready, guys?
We'll have fun, I'm sure.
Guys, are you all ready?
Ready?
I can't see that. क्या खाना वाना नहीं खाया, थोड़ा आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. Yes. I got the voice from here, not from this side. Yes. Yes. How's the Josh? Now I feel it is a little
उनको
bit.
सबको कॉन्वोकेशन के बाद पार्टी करने जाना है
Right.
और हम बिठा के रख रहे हैं. ऐसे नहीं होने देंगे, कुछ दे के ही निकलेंगे आप.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me.
So, ma'am, my first question is like you must have gone through the exhibit, right? So, what do you think about the theme artisan? So, we have every year we have this JDDA, and we have some kind of a theme, which is pushing the students to work on those particular thing. And every year the challenge for the student is that they have to find out something which is a kind of a solution. So you got the theme, you got the concept, you are getting mood boards, everything is fine, but give us the solution for the problem. So is this time we have given the problem, rather they finding the problem, we have directly given the problem, and they were going to give the solution based on that particular thing, which I think you only can tell us how good they have done.
So what was the problem, for instance? Just give me one example that you have given.
Okay, so the theme was Artisan 2.0, and they have been told that since many of the crafts are dying, or probably they are not getting fair jobs, so people are more getting into AI kind of a thing. So here the challenge was that you have to design something with the help of you have to design something which is innovative, and you can take the help of AI, but you have to give jobs to the artisan through your innovative thing, and you can take the help of AI. Yeah.
So I'm so glad, Divya, you took me down there. I saw some of the projects, and it really, because all of us don't have a choice in real world not to add AI in our life. So we all are using it. But you rightly said that the artisans are dying. And the only stuff that will survive, as Sir very much said, that be original. Don't ape people. ओरिजिनल कहाँ से आएगा? हम इंडियंस हैं, जो आर्टिजन जो हमारे एंसेस्टर्स ने किया है, दैट्स आवर ओरिजिनलिटी. एआई तो हम सब सीख ही लेंगे, दैट्स नॉट अ बिग डील. So really few projects that really stayed in my, like that beautiful girl, she's done a Orissa lamp that I really loved. And I'll be talking a little more about that, how you can create a niche market for that. And the Madhubani art and the sari project. I just loved all of them. What I saw in one of the walkthroughs, I can't see her, the Paitani walkthroughs.
Yes.
It was very quick, I had little time, but what she had used is some of the buttas of these Paitanis, and she had made a wall art out of it from pieces. In fact, one of the things that today we made a reel for tonight, that don't throw away old stuff of your nannies or dadis. Use it and create a memory wall out of it. So she had a beautiful wall like that.
Right.
And artisans, supporting artisans, trust me, there's nothing like giving back to society. At this age, we may not feel you still want all the Western stuff and all, but when you give back to society and when you see that smile on their faces, I think as a JD Institute, you guys have done a wonderful job by giving this project on the last year.
Thank you.
Instead of telling them, okay, Paris makes some conventional hall bana lo, yeah, something very modern. So I really love the way they have thought about each piece. In fact, there was a beautiful light at the entrance, and they used of hers, I loved it. They used the a sun temple theme, along with it a very modern design, and they also are very smart to use a very teenage friendly RGB lights in it.
Right.
So they are tapping on the grandpa part of the business side of it, if I say, if you look into that side. The oldies can love it, grandpas and moms and dads would love it. There is a modern standing lamp, it's like a sculpture. And then there is an RGB value. If I want a yellow light, I can keep it. The kid can keep in red color, depending upon the mood. So they are really tapping. So next step is going to be entering the business world. So such things, everybody had one idea, which now today my job is how to put it ahead in the real world.
Right.
If I get that much time to explain like these things. But I love the concept. They've done a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So my next question goes, which day before yesterday we were just having one more fire chat session, and Rinesh sir was saying something about Gen Zs.
Mhm.
So the question was that nowadays these Gen Zs, they are very clear. I am not. Please don't be offended. Okay. So they are very clear, and they don't want to work under someone.
Mhm.
They want to immediately start with their entrepreneurship. So they want to start with their own things. So what is your take on that?
My take, each one of you, don't be impatient. Please be prepared. Because impatient होके निकल जाओगे without any preparation. It's like an operation. Suppose you have a intestine operation. उसको healing का time दो, फिर बाहर निकलो. डॉक्टर भी बोलते हैं 20 दिन bed rest लेना. The beauty about working under someone, no matter how privileged, and sir would agree about it, no matter how privileged or non-privileged background you come from, it makes you humble for the first, right from the peon level to the high-flying client that you meet. Somebody else is taking the ownership on their shoulder and taking you around, teaching you humility, teaching you how the admins work, how the checks are being paid, how the food processing happens in office, कैसे politics होता है office में, कैसे boss tension में रहते हैं, वो भी देखना है, because एक दिन अगर business करना है तो please boss खड़ू से वो नज़र से मत देखना उनके pressure कितने हैं. So if you enter the job market with the right vision, it's perception. कौन से नज़र से देखो, अरे ये तो बोरिंग है, अरे ये तो खड़ूस है, अरे ये तो चिल्लाता रहता है, अरे मेरे ऑफिस के लोग तो बहुत ही पॉलिटिक्स वाले हैं. अगर वो विजन से जाओगे कि मैं कुछ सीख के निकलूंगी, अभी आ ही रही हूँ तो मैं कुछ सीखूंगी. अगर वो खड़ूस मुझे लग रहा है, लेकिन व्हाट इफ ही इज जस्ट स्ट्रेस्ड पर्सन एंड मैं भी एक दिन वहाँ रहने वाली, तो हाउ टू मैनेज इट, लेट मी लर्न फ्रॉम हिम. थिंग्स लाइक दैट. सो जॉब को प्लीज, मेरा पर्सनल टेक बोलूँ तो मे बी एवरीबडी डिफर्स, इन इंटीरियर और फैशन 2 से 5 साल किसी के साथ रहो. 3 से 6 महीने की जो आपको एक टाइम देते हैं कोई भी जॉब, रिटेंशन बोलते हैं, उसमें अगर आपको लगे ये जगह मेरे लिए नहीं है, इफ यू फील इट्स टॉक्सिक, यस दैट इज द टाइम टू वॉक आउट. बट देन हैव पेशेंस, बिकॉज वंस यू go through that journey, that is what makes you the real man or a woman that is ready to face the world. Please, and एक जैसे सर ने बोला, एक वैल्यू सिस्टम भी आप प्लीज अपने में कल्टीवेट करो. जो माँ बाप ने सिखाई है वो कॉलेज के बाद भूल मत जाना. एक बॉस भी एक ह्यूमन है, कोई ATM मशीन नहीं है. Do give notice if you don't like them. Do give that official timing 2 to 3 months and then find the right fit for them. Going and finding a job, please, it's a two-way street. It's like marriage, okay? It's not like मुझे job मिल गया मैं ले लेती हूँ. No, you also have a right to find the right thing. And in today's time, please visit the LinkedIn, please visit the social media. Find that can this boss be my right mentor? What you're looking for is not the salary check from a boss. You have to look for a mentor. Okay? That is one thing please look out for. कि मैं यहाँ जाऊँगी तो मुझे क्या क्या सीखने मिलेगा. एंड आजकल सब दिखता है थ्रू सोशल मीडिया. सो डू योर होमवर्क एंड यू हैव अ राइट टू से नो. अगर अच्छा नहीं लगे तो वो जॉब मत लो. वेट बट चूज द राइट वन. दैट्स माय टेक.
That's great. I think it's very true. But end of the day, it's like when it comes with an experience,
Yeah.
I also feel the same
Yeah.
thing, because when you're working on a 6 months, you take up a job and you feel that नहीं हमको तो कॉलेज में बोला है इंटर्नशिप करना है 2 महीना 3 महीना, हमने 3 महीना इंटर्नशिप कर लिया, अब नाउ वी नो एवरीथिंग. दैट इज़ नॉट ट्रू बिकॉज यू नो there are projects which take 1 year, there are projects which take 2 years. Like I have been working with one project which was a 10,000 square feet area, and one project was 40,000 square feet area, the GIA, that is the BKC, the huge project. So there are endless number of things. Your pockets are being checked, your phones are being confiscated, they have been locked, they have been secured, you cannot take pictures inside. So at this time it was very difficult for us because taking the pictures, and then boss बोलते अरे साइट पे पहुंचा है तो फोटो तो भेज कितना काम हुआ है करके, बट फोन ही अंदर अलाउड नहीं है. So there are challenges which is going to come, and this 2 years or 1 year which takes the project, you are not the only one person. That goes to my second question, the coordination with the vendors, with the contractors, with the other designers, the fellow designers or the fellow people whom they are going to work. How is it on communication? Because most of the students here, as you said, the designs are good, very good, everything, but somewhere that communication part we are missing, as being having a one-on-one with the faculty and the students. So sometimes you are a bit scared, how are they going to face the industry? What kind of communication? We always tell them you need to communicate. Please, I would like to give you some insights on that.
Yeah, so for this, I'm going to share a very personal story to all of you. The anxiety or the fear of talking to somebody or just being careless about it, I'm sure they're not careless about it. I also raise a Gen Z child, so I know about that. And lots of Gen Zs work with me. And frankly, they are adorable. They're very smart.
I also have a daughter who is Gen Z.
But I will share a personal story. Whoever is from whichever field, please connect with, or whoever has that particular setback or they feel they have lack of it, connect that. If you feel I don't have a personality, connect my example to that. If you feel I don't have this, connect that in your mind. As I said, 35 years ago, I was sitting here. I went to a vernacular medium, I went to a Gujarati school. So my biggest fear in today's day, when I was sitting in this chair, is who will talk to me? How will I communicate? I'll be always invisible forever. That kind of insecurity to start a life with. From there to today sitting here, and one of the reasons I do this as honor to people who gave me, insights to life. If a person doesn't even know how to speak in certain way, inferiority complex, or like I was underground, not even in positive, I was in negative. But this is the day I decided that if I don't take care of those demons within me, because I realized that I was fighting with my inner demon. Outside world don't care much for us. It is me that I have to work on.
Very true.
So what I did was this day, and I truly remember that I decided either I'll always be invisible or a last bencher, or I just have to couple of years work out and go and reach somewhere that I see my vision as. So I started keeping small goals. 1 week goal. That this 1 week, I'll make sure I'll dress differently. This 1 month, one week goals, then one month goal of the insecurities that I had. For example, I created my own close people whom I told them, I'm going to speak English. Hasna hai to hasna, but try not to because I need confidence. So I created my own cheerleaders and tried working towards it. I also stopped watching Hindi TV and started watching English TV more. So there are ways to come out of every demon because frankly they are just made by us. So when you are saying the question that you had is please आज थोड़ा टाइम देना रात को अपने आप को और 2-4 चीज जो बच गई है अपने अंदर उसको छोड़ दो आज because the world outside is very beautiful. I am not here to say it's scary. It may look scary because of social media because इतनी competition है हम कहाँ जाएंगे but it's not. As long as you find your niches the way you guys have niched today with your project.
Right.
So yeah, वो जो अंदर से बात नहीं कर रहे हो वो हम बड़े लोगों को ऐसे लग रहा है तुम लोग जेंजी हो इसलिए तुम किसी से कम्युनिटी नहीं कर रहे हो but there are lots deeper going on.
Right.
So please kids, If you have something that is much deeper, detect it, work towards it. It's not a big deal. Everybody can manage it.
So yes, a big round.
Thank you.
So I have more questions, but I don't want to ask much. Now I would like, before I hand it over to the students to ask some question, one last question I would like to ask you is that you had given me, like, you had given us 6 and 7 different topics. Out of those 7 topics, apart from what you spoke, which is one more topic which you would like to highlight it, then please.
Okay, may I say now or later?
Yes, right now, please.
AI. प्लीज इसको अपना फ्रेंड बना लो, दुश्मन नहीं है ये. ओके, if I have in outside world, and AI is so much fun. If this auntie can learn it, all of you can. Okay. There will be, AI is not taking our jobs away, but somebody who knows AI will take it away. Okay, just give half an hour to whatever small chat GPT से लेके किधर भी जाना. YouTube teaches you everything. Please don't waste your parents' money in big short classes. It's not required. YouTube teaches you everything. If suppose there are 2 kids coming for an interview to me, and one has a 5-year experience and one has no experience. I'm going to choose the person with skills. That's the way the world is going. So please do not, but before that I want to put a disclaimer, be authentic as sir said. अपनी identity पहले अपनी niche ढूंढ लो, okay? अपनी identity ढूंढ लो. For example, you both, if you have a niche of मुझे lighting designer बनना है, that's one niche, if you like. Second niche is मुझे Indianized ही रहना है, मुझे made in Bharat रहना है. That is a niche you can create. What I'm saying is, world doesn't need more interior designer or fashion designer. They need humane interior designers. They need really real fashion designers. Okay? So suppose how to find a niche. I would do this.
Yes.
Quickly I'll say. Shut your eyes, go to a memory design related where you were doing something and you got completely lost कि खाने पीने की भी idea ही नहीं रही. Now that is your first clue. ये आपकी niche हो सकती है. Because if you like something you love doing, कोई तुम्हें पीछे ला ही नहीं सकता. Nobody can pull you down. So that's your niche. Now suppose along with AI, I also want to talk. It's a parallel subject. Is social media. Now is social media important? Because most of your parents are saying social media अच्छा नहीं है. Sorry, I am from your parents' age. सोशल मीडिया अच्छा है, प्लीज उसको भी अपना फ्रेंड बनाओ, बट अपनी लिमिट समझो. क्या कंज्यूम कर रहे हो वो समझो. फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन प्लीज कंज्यूम व्हाट योर विजन इज, वो कंज्यूम करो. आई मीन फ्रेंकली दिव्या, यू ऑल्सो सॉ मी ऑन सोशल मीडिया. आई कुडंट एस्केप आइदर. आई हेटेड इट. मैं कभी फेसबुक पे नहीं थी, इंस्टा पे नहीं थी, बट आई रियलाइज इट डज गिव यू एन ऑडियंस which becomes your biodata, your resume in today's time. For example, interior designers, अभी आपके पास कंटेंट नहीं है. ओके, फाइंड योर नीश फर्स्ट. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कुछ भी मत डालो, ऐसे मुंह करके मत डालो. उसके लिए अलग सा प्रोफाइल रखो. वो ठीक है, करो आप लोग, लेकिन एक विजन 5 साल बाद का सोचो. एक अपना अकाउंट बनाओ. If you don't have a content because you've still not entered the world, when you go to a restaurant and you love that lamp, please make a story out of it. When first day, if you get a client, they will need to, they are also, we clients or the bosses are also checking your accounts, who you are and how you are. So you will already have 100 things which your eyes से हम देखेंगे कि हाँ, this person has an aesthetic sense, this person does have. So along with these 2 things, क्या consume करते हो, please keep a watch, because otherwise personal growth का पूरा time तो सोशल मीडिया कंजम्पशन लेके जाता है. तो उतना ही कंज्यूम करो जो अपने फ्यूचर के लिए अच्छा है. दैट इज दैट इनफ? आई एक्सप्लेन्ड इट इनफ?
वेरी वेल
एक्सप्लेन. मुझे पक्का एक्सप्लेन करना था, बिकॉज हमारी एज, आई एम 54 बाय द वे, हमारी एज वालों को एआई नहीं पसंद है. हमें डिजिटली वी आर चैलेंज पीपल. But these 2 girls who are with me, they know how much I'm working. Every day I'm spending 4 hours on my own learning AI. And now I think I have managed it. I've not kept any social media handler. Because please understand, how can a 30,000-40,000 rupees social media handler will know what I want to tell the world, only I know it. So learn how to do it, learn the AI and learn, be authentic. Please don't hate people. बंदर के सामने बंदर बन के मत नाचो. Just because एक इंटीरियर डिजाइनर फॉर्माइका दिखा रही है, वो जरूरी नहीं है. फाइंड क्या जरूरत है इस कंट्री को, बिकॉज ऐसे फॉर्माइका दिखाने वाले कम से कम 1 मिलियन लोग ऑलरेडी है. ओके,
Right. You are very true. As like ma'am said, कि AI you have to adapt to learn AI. So the way you said, like the point was very clear. Understand and then apply it. That is something which is very important, because nowadays when we tell students that you have to pick a topic, do this presentation of Konark temple, or just an example, yeah, taking a historical place and doing like end of the जो slide होता है ना, वो पूछता है कि is this enough or do you want me to put some more points? So that points also come. Yeah. So can we have some questions from the students now? One or two. Yes.
Apart from the students, can anybody else?
Yes, sir. Sure.
You gave advice to the Gen Z. What about the old Z? You want some advice?
उसके लिए तो मेरे पास कोई एडवाइस नहीं है. मैं खुद ही स्ट्रगल कर रही हूँ.
You are in love with yourself.
I am.
love that. I love that attitude. So you must.
अपने लिए our generation, I have one advice which I strongly believe in and I've learned a very tough way. I have learned a very hard way, is we should have designed our life instead of designing people's homes. Our generation forgot women, many women. बच्चे बड़े करने हैं, सास को देखना है, हस्बैंड का खाना देखना है, फिर टाइम मिला तो करियर देखनी है, और फिर टाइम मिला तो शायद एक चाय पीने का टाइम मिलेगा. Now this whole thing, so we have, and in fact I'm teaching this to my kids also in my office. 2 of them have come here. कि तुम लोग अभी से अपनी लाइफ ही डिजाइन करना शुरू कर दो, which our generation completely missed because nobody guided us. We had the sweetest parents, but their exposure were limited. So now finally, after leaving Bharatnatyam for 38 years, I've started dancing again. I'm creating time for myself. I used to, yeah, and I have no shame. Our generation judges a lot, as you know. हाँ, ये क्या सब डालती रहती है, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. अब उससे बाहर निकलने की भी एक स्ट्रगल थी. 1 साल लगा कि मेरी नेबर क्या सोचेगी, मेरी बहन क्या सोचेगी, वो मेरी फ्रेंड क्या सोचेगी कि ये तो भी बहुत जेंजी की तरह भी है. नो, इट्स माई लाइफ, वॉट एवर रेजोनेट्स. एंड टू माई सरप्राइज, that page, my Instagram page has become a place for lot of people to get inspiration. अब मेरी डांस वाली बोल रही है, डांस टीचर, कि मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है आप ही को सिखाने को, क्योंकि सब लोग तुम आप टैग करते हो तो मेरे पास सीखना चाहते हैं. So become that inspiration that I feel अपने लिए. But yes, we have to pull the brakes. Sometimes we forget, our generation.
I would advise them to take your example.
Yeah.
How to love your own self.
Yes.
Once you love your own self, you can do anything.
वो एक
Yes, very true.
I have a very typical cliche though Bollywood dialogues that I love.
Yes.
It will sound very cliche. मैं मेरी फेवरेट हूँ. बनना पड़ा थी नहीं, बनना पड़ा, because that's what ultimately works. And secondly, सलमान खान का डायलॉग है कि एक बार मैंने बोल दिया तो मैं खुद की भी नहीं सुनता.
Wow,
That's the vision that I have. अब मैंने नक्की क्या करूँगी, फिर no obstructions in life. Yeah, so थोड़ा weird sound करता है, but yeah, फिल्मी है.
Yes. मनस्वी, yes, I was just waiting, I was just saying that like अगर कोई नहीं बोल रहा तो मैं मनस्वी का नाम ले रहा हूँ. Yes, मनस्वी, please. I will just tell something about her. She is the one student. She wants every answer. She will send me Instagram reels and tell me ये कैसे होता है सर.
अब वो मुझे भेजेगी, मुझे लगता है.
Of course.
So, what are the common mistakes when Gen Z enter into a interior design field?
जितना शॉर्ट स्पैन आपका रील्स पे है, उतना ही जॉब पे मत रखना. कोई भी चीज़ जॉब वर्ल्ड में 6 से 8 महीना मिनिमम. I would say even if you're not enjoying the place, but if you entered a project which has just started, just handle it and finish at least one project. उतनी पेशेंस तो बनती है अपने फ्यूचर के लिए, बिकॉज क्या फायदा सीमेंट एंड ब्रिक वॉल दे के निकल जाओगे तो आपके तो 3 जस्ट सिंपल हिसाब, इट्स अ सिंपल मैथ, 3 महीने आपने किधर काम किया, वहां पे आपने सीमेंट वॉल एंड ब्रिक वॉल्स देख ली और आप निकल गए, पर आपको नहीं पता है वो लास्ट कौन सी साइज की कैंडल लगानी है, विच प्लांट विल लुक द बेस्ट इन स्टाइलिंग. उसके लिए जिसको पकड़ा है उसके साथ एटलीस्ट मिनिमम 1 इफ यू डोंट लाइक द सराउंडिंग. आइडियली स्पीकिंग एक ही जन के साथ अगर 3-4 साल, इफ यू लकी इनफ टू फाइंड अ मेंटर, 3-4 इयर्स रहो. मैं रही थी, बहुत गालियां खाई है, माय बॉस हैड अ हैबिट ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ बैड वर्ड्स, बट मेरा विजन क्लियर था कि यार उसका स्ट्रेस देखो. एक तो मैं उस नजर से देख के जाने देती थी, दूसरा मेरे को फ्री में कोई सिखा रहा है तो इट्स अ यूनिवर्सिटी फॉर मी, तो ये तो इन्वेस्टमेंट हो गया मेरे फ्यूचर के लिए, तो माइट एज वेल सुन लेती हूँ, बट सीखने तो मिलता है. और बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट जॉब इज, प्लीज थिंक अबाउट इट, you are getting paid to learn, because frankly you beginners don't help us much, we are always training you. By the time you get trained you quit.
At least they are ready with the AutoCAD thing, because in our times 1 computer 4 students.
Yes. फिर आपको खुद ही जाके ड्राइंग करके बोलते कि वो करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे. Yeah.
So, how to stay creative of avoiding the repetition of the design?
Are these questions ready with your chat GPT?
No.
If it is, frankly, then she's a smart girl. Good one.
Okay, I think we'll answer this last question because we are having also a short of time.
हाँ.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Look around. That's it. Okay, when you travel, even if you go to temple, you are understanding the proportion of those times कैसे pillars and roof का proportion था. Even if you are going to a ठेले वाले की दुकान, just see the proportions. Actually कपड़ा पहनाना तो हम सबको आता है with Pinterest and हमें proportion समझ में नहीं आता है. That's where we are going wrong. So next couple of years, just keep looking at the proportion. आज you look like this. Would you really wear a size XXL? No, na. You know your proportions, right? So proportion से ही तो दुनिया कायम है, everything. So as much time you give is on proportion. वो आ जाता है तो उसको कैसे कलर स्कीम में ऐड करना है वो तो पैरेलली आ ही जाता है. That's my way of thinking. So मैं कहीं पे भी ट्रैवल करती हूँ ना, मैं proportions को बहुत देखती रहती हूँ. Even if it's a sparrow, उसके पैर, उसका फेस, उसका बॉडी का प्रोपोर्शन सही है, ऐसा फील आता है नेचुरली, तो वो सही टीवी यूनिट डिजाइन हो ही जाएगी आपसे व्हेन यू ट्रेन योरसेल्फ विद प्रोपोर्शंस.
Thank you. So before ending the session, I want to thank you very much, ma'am. And students, really sorry because we are running short out of time, so we have kept this conversation a bit tight kind of a thing. But yeah, ma'am has promised us any student wants anything, any question, she is going to answer it for us. A big round of applause for ma'am, please. I will tell you, the most important thing, it is very difficult for a designer to take time and come to this kind of events. I actually appreciate that very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.